Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very pleasure days I bid to all. I'm glad and welcoming to our honorable panels and also our supervisor, Ms. Siti Nurain binti Muhammad Razali. Today, our group will be presenting about a final year project entitled A Study of Piezoelectric as Electric Transducer on Asphalt Pavement. Before that, let me introduce our group members. My name is Mama Amir bin Muhammad and I'm the leader of this group. We also have Mama Arash bin Muhammad Arifin and also the only girl in our group, Nurul Afiqah binti Muhammad Asri. So, without wasting time, please sit back and relax and let's enjoy the show. Let's go. Yes, we shall begin our presentation with the introduction of this study. Renewable and clean energy resources become a demanded research area due to much of fossil fuel usage which can impact the economic growth. Exploiting more energy resources has become a priority of the world nowadays because of the increasing and demanding energy needs. Piezoelectricity is a type of energy used for electrical energy harvesting from mechanical pressure such as mechanical efforts of the vehicles. Piezoelectric energy has been applied in limited projects opposed to the most widespread renewable energy resources. Piezoelectric has the ability to generate an alternating current voltage when subjected to mechanical stress or vibration. Okay, we go to the next slide, which is the factor that affect piezoelectric usage. So the first one, we got the cost. The cost might be lower than the other technology. The second one, we have number of stress of mechanical movement. The third one, we have the distribution of high frequency from the road transport. The fourth, we have the output power per material use. And the last one is the method of how we utilize the piezoelectric to get the optimum saving energy resources. Okay, next, we a little bit move to the next slide of our presentation, which is the advantages that we can get by using the piezoelectric transducer. So the first one is it has a high voltage output, and the second one, it is a good consumer, and the last one is it has a high efficiency. Okay guys, in this slide, we will discuss about the problem statement involved in this study. Electricity is a major source of necessity in human life nowadays and become a part of modern life. Harvesting energy from the road pavement can produce clean energy and able to guarantee less environmental impact and costs. Zhao et al. 2014 found that piezoelectric energy harvester to overcome this situation. Mechanical stress from vehicles may produce electric. Piezoelectric receives stress and strain. Durability and effectiveness in system will harvest enough electrical energy to road consumers. Piezoelectric system can be seen in terms of its operation and effectiveness in converting force from load into electricity. The first objective is to determine the best type of piezoelectric transducers used. The second objective is to identify the installment method of piezoelectric transducer under the asphalt pavement. And the last one is to observe the value of voltage produced via the different piezoelectric transducer and also load. Okay guys, we move to the next slide, which is scope and limitation. So the main idea of the study is the ability of piezoelectric in generating electricity via the road pavement. Types of road pavement, which were the fracture and rigid pavement. Types of piezoelectric used in harvesting energy, such as piezoelectric 5H, 5A, and also piezoelectric generators. The installment of piezoelectric under asphalt pavement with different depth of pavement such as 20 mm, 40 mm, and also 50 mm was commonly used. Different load and types of piezoelectric will affect the voltage reading. Okay guys, we move to the last slide in introduction parts, which is expected outcomes in this study. It can be predicted after revisionist process have been going through. Mechanical energy produced will be transduced to electrical energy. PZT5H can be predicted as the best types of piezoelectric because the ability of piezoelectric can withstand a certain amount of continuous load produced by the vehicles. Embedded 40 mm under the asphalt pavement commonly used, and the research has been done to find out either it affects or not the voltage reading. The study can predict that higher loads will produce higher voltage when the load passes through the piezoelectric transducer.
Now, I will continue with methodology. This is flowchart in this study. We start with introduction and continue with identification journal from Google Scholar, Science Direct and other sources. After that, it will proceed to the screening process and eligibility process. Lastly, discussion and conclusion will be done. There are three major steps in this study, which is identification, screening, and eligibility process. For identification process, we was identify the journal that relate to the main topic. All the selected journal was chosen because they are classified as potentially relevant with piezoelectric. The keyword used in the study is piezoelectric, piezoelectric highway, and piezoelectric asphalt pavement. After that, the journal used within 15 years before 2020, which is published from 2005 until 2020. The total journal is 55 journal. In screening process, there are a few criteria used to find suitable journal, and it was evaluated based on review title and abstract. Then, it was reviewed again to divide into two specific points that relate to the research question and objective. The total journal left after screening process is 37 journal. In eligibility process, the selected journal from screening process was reviewed again to fulfill the required objective in the study. The journal that not meet the criteria was excluded. Each publication will be reviewed based on suitable pavement, type of piezoelectric, and voltage produced. Next, I will proceed this video with result. The first specific objective in this result is to determine the best type of piezoelectric transducer. The collected result was obtained from previous study. PZT5H mostly used as piezoelectric transducer as shown in the graph. Honduo et al. And Zhu et al. State in their study, PZT5H can generate more energy and suitable in harvesting energy, while Zhao et al. State PZT5H high with quantity of energy value. And in another research, Zhao et al. State that high piezoelectric strain constant tensor and relative dielectric constant. From previous study, there are various depths used in this study such as 20 mm, 30 mm, and 40 mm. Asphalt pavement is used because its ability to absorb higher energy from vehicle. For the second objective result, most of the previous study used 40 mm to embed the piezoelectric. Paul et al., Shin et al., Zhu et al., Moore et al., and Chunchua and Guangqing state in their study that array the piezoelectric in a series and parallel connection. Chunchua et al. And Hailu et al. Place the piezoelectric under asphalt pavement with 2.5 meter vertical spacing and 1.875 meter horizontal spacing. Honduo et al. Used one rear axle with 6 tires, two rear axles with 10 tires with volume truck 600 vehicle per hour. The potential energy produced is 150 kilowatt in 1 hour. Chunchua used one tire truck and bus with 25 kN weight and 0.7 MPa contact stress. The voltage produced is 97.33 kN and energy 1.2 milliwatt. So, it can be concluded as load effect the produced energy because same type of piezoelectric and same depth to embed the piezoelectric not produce the same energy when use different load.
Okay, to ensure the all objective achieved, the result will be discussed in more detail. For the first objective, we want to know the best piezoelectric. Okay, from two previous studies, we found that Piezoelectric H can generate more energy and produce the high voltage. So it is suitable for harvesting energy. High voltage was important to consume electrical energy. This was important to reduce and replace the burning fossil fuel and coal. So we will consume a clean energy source. Okay, for the next objective is installation of piezoelectric. Two previous studies found that 40 mm depth embedded was important to get more energy. For the spacing vertical and horizontal, it was suitable to place 2.5 meter and 1.875 meter to reduce the road damage. 50 mm depth is not suitable because it can produce the low voltage. It was proven by the research found that the result obtained is not optimum. Young et al. At their study found that if the distance is not suitable, the wheel will not acting fully on the piezoelectric. Next, will produce the low voltage. Okay, for the last objective is voltage value. From the table, we conclude that different load can produce the different voltage. Highest voltage can produce the large vehicle can produce the highest voltage. This is because the large vehicle produce the high compressive strength on piezoelectric. Next, increase the ability to generate the voltage. At the end, we conclude that optimum value can be achieved if we apply Piezoelectric H and bended 40 mm and use the large load. In conclusion, all objective was achieved. Piezoelectric H is the best piezoelectric and must be embedded 40 mm depth. And also, vertical spacing with 2.5 meter and horizontal spacing is 1.875 meter. At last, to get the optimum result, we need to use Piezoelectric H, embedded 40 mm and use the large load. We would like to recommend to use of piezoelectric for the future. This is because we need to replace and reduce the burning fossil fuel and coal with piezoelectric. Piezoelectric is more environmentally because using mechanical force.
Okay, this is the list of reference used while we finishing this study. So all the explanation have been done, and I hope you will be clearly understand what we are saying. So I hope with this project, Piezoelectric can be highly expand future. So we are at the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching our videos, and I hope you can rate us with 5 stars. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.